Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Now we're still on responsive designs. If you remember the previous video I just uploaded, I said uh, we did the responsiveness of this movie project, right? And I said we are going to be creating the responsiveness of this what's it called, this landing page project. So the first thing I'll do is that I'm going to open this to live server, right? Then also I'm going to come back here, right click, then just copy path for this other one. I'll come back, then paste it to my browser, right? Uh, in the previous video, we made this website responsive. Now, if I come here and do all of this, right? So you can see it's responsive. Now, what we're going to be doing on this website, we're just going to be, using most of the styles we use here, right? So please don't be surprised when you see some of the things. So it's just that I want to keep this video simple. I want to keep it as simple as possible. So when I come here, let's start with this. There's no need to say much because I've already said a lot from the previous class, right? So let's come back here. Also off camera, like I said, I've added this to it. Let me just scroll up fast. I've added this span of hamburger. So we're going to be doing almost the same thing over here as well. So please let's pay attention. So just open the style, the CSS file, this is what I'm having, right? Now the first thing I'll do is that I'll target the hamburger, right? Then now for this hamburger, I'll set this display to none as usual. Then also I'm going to set the cursor to pointer. Alright, so let me just remove the what's it called, the display of now. Let me show you the cursor of pointer. This is what it's doing. It's making it so that these guys are okay, good. Now let me go back and set the display to none. Okay, display to none. Right, so it's no longer there. So good, that's what I want. Now you notice that when I start going towards smaller screen, just see what's happening. These things are no longer arranged. I'm not having an overflow, right? So we're going to be working on all of those stuff. Let me make this a full screen first. Full screen first. Right click. Then inspect. Okay, let's work with this. Let's work with this. Now, the first thing we'll do is that, as usual, we're going to target the media screen size and so on and so forth. Now, let's see from what or at what screen size is this thing going off. Okay, I see that at let me see. Okay, I see that it's going off over here, right? So we can target 900. We can also target 992, but let me just target 1000 pixels, right? So now this is what I'll do. I'll come back and I'll say at media screen and max width of 1000 pixels. Right, what did I want to do? Now, first of all, I want to set the nav. I give it a position of absolute again, of relative again, right? Because I'll target the right and set it to absolute. Don't forget, if I come back to my index.html, I also have the right. Please take note of that. Okay, I didn't have a left, but I have a right, so please take note of that. Then let's go back to CSS. Then what I want to do again is that I want to set the padding, right, to 10 pixels for the nav, right? So that we saw the change just now. So when I go bigger, I see the padding is big. Then when I go smaller, you can see the padding is not small. So please take note of that change. Though it's a slight change, but just take note of it. And now I'll say, okay, I now have on the right? I want to set the position to be absolute. That's one. And also, I want to set the background color. So we are taking styles from the previous video. To be hash ef. So the same background color of what was there before. So please take note of that. So let me just save it and show you what this looks like now. I come back here and see it's still the same background color. Good. That's what I need. And now, not only that, I want to set the width to be 100%, right? Just like we did in the previous video. Now set the top to 50 pixels, right? So take note of this. Then I want to set the left first to 0 pixels so that there will be no space on the left. Good. Then now the next thing I'll do is that I'll set this display to none, right? Then I will set a border first. Let me just set this border. Sorry, border. Can't spell today. border. Okay, this is border button, right? I want to be 1 pixel solid RGBA. So let me show you what this is doing. If I see it, I come back here, you can see there's a border button there, right? So please take note of it. You see a line over there. But then I want it to be a display of none. But before that display of none will come in, let me just put it there, display of none. Before this display of none will come in, I want to work on the link so that I will know what I'm having, right? So just to come back here and say nav ULE, right? Don't forget nav ULE was what I used before. Where's it? Nav ULE, right? Now I want to set their display to block. Is that not so? Just to come back here and say I want the display to be blocked. And I see if this is what I will get, right? Good. And also there's a margin left over there, I guess. So I'll set the margin left to 0 pixel, margin left 0 pixels. Then not only that, I also want to set the padding of these guys to 10 pixels. Similar thing to what we did in the previous video. So you can see what I'm having, right? Now this overflow, we'll work on it. That's coming from the grid items I have under. So we'll work on that. So this is what I need. Then also, don't forget we have the login and the register, right? So in CSS, I can select 2 elements like this. I can say now view L, and I say dot register, right? And don't forget, this is what I had before. Where's my register class? Okay, let me just find it. I say register, right? And I'll go up. Now this is the register class, this is the login class, right? So I can do something to both of them. Let me just select the register coming. Then I'll say now vl.login, right? Now what did I want to do to this guy? I want to set it such that they will have a display of inline block. Now since both of them are the same, I can select them like this. Or since I want to apply the same styling to the both of them, give them a display of block, then give them a margin bottom of 10 pixel and a margin left of 10 pixels as well, right? So when I do this is what I will get. Alright, so please take note of this. Let me just make this a full screen and do this. So just pay attention closely. Alright, so this is what I'm getting. So this is better. Right? Then now the next thing I will do is that I can now set the display to none, right? So that I can work on the hamburger. Good. So that's what I want. But now, not only that, I will set the hamburger to have a display of block. So just to come back and say that hamburger, I want it to have a display of a display of what block, right? So when I do that, let's see. So good. Both of them are coming out at the same time, right? What else? What else? What else? What else? So let's work on the header. Now the header is having a display of flex. I can set the display to what to block. So just to come back here, target the header. And so I want it to have a display of block, right? And that's what will happen. Let's see. You can see now this guy is not coming down. Don't forget there's still an overflow. So work on that. Then after setting display of block, I can set the padding, reduce the padding. So padding, remember we added padding before. I want it to be 100 pixels and 5% now, right? So 100 pixels top and bottom, 5% left and right. So as it's now, it's not like the way it was before. Before it has a padding. Let me just show you a header. Let me show you what this is. It has a padding of 10 pixels. 5% and 80 pixels. So 10 pixels at the top, 5% from the left and right, then 80. But now I just kind of increase the padding of this top and bottom to get. So please take note of that. And also, the next thing I will do is that I want to make them to have a text align of center, right? Because it's good if these guys are at the center. So please take note of that. And now the next thing I will do is that I want to target the video section. That's the next section, right? This video section, I also want to set the display to be block. Not only that, then okay, let me see. The video section is this other section. Set the display to block. But as you can see, there's a margin over here, so I want to remove that margin. So that's the video section iframe. I see that video section Now say iframe, right? Now this iframe, I'll set its margin left to 10 pixel, sorry, to 0 pixel rather. If I see, you can see now it's no longer having anything there. It's now 0 pixel. So please take note of that. Now, okay, my video could not play because of something. My data connection is not there. Let me just on my data connection so that that video will show. But while that is doing, let's look at this other section, the explore section. Now, this explore section, what do I want to do over there? Now, if you look, this thing is having this is a grid. We used a grid before creating this. Right now, what I can do is that I can change its display to block, or I will change the grid template columns. Right. So let me just come back and show you something. Now, that's the after my video section coming. Okay, that's the course section. Okay. Good. If you notice, this is what I'm having, right? On the course section, on the course items, right? So let's go and start that. Now, if I come, I can do something like the course item. So if you look, this is it, right? It has a display of grid and grid template column. This, so I can see dot dot course, right? And items, right? Also say display. Okay, display is already grid, so right. Just to say grid template columns. Now see repeat, right? One comma or two, or I can say one comma one fraction. Both of them will do the same thing. Alright, so please take note of that. So this is what I'm having. Though it's too big, but then we're going to manage it. Okay, now let me see my video section. Let me see if it will work now. Okay, to load, it's just saying there's no network, that's why. Okay, good. So this is the video. Yeah, that's the video. Then now for this other section, this I can reduce the what's it called, the grid. So that's my what's it called, my course section. Okay, not my course section, my testimonial section. Right? So I'll see the testimonials dot card. That's it. So I'll see grid template columns, right? So just use the same repeat function. I'll change it to 2 comma 1 2 comma or 2 or 1 fraction. Now this is what I'll get. I don't think I've saved testimonial card. Oh, sorry, cards, not card. If I save what I'm getting, right? So you can see now there's no overflow. So please take note of that. Then now the next thing I will do is that this thing is now responsible up to this extent. Okay, so just to make it smaller, then see what will happen on smaller screen size. I think it's just this guy I need to change. So if I come back here, you can see this thing is okay, but you can see now it's no longer okay on this screen size. So let me just target one more screen size, which is my 500 pixels, right? So I'll see at media screen blah blah blah, and I'll say max width of 500 pixels, right? Now what I will do is that this testimonials card is the only thing I will style, right? So just to do this guy and change this to 1 or 2, right? So if I come back here, you can see this thing is now responsive to this extent, right? So that's that about the responsiveness of this. I can reduce this padding if I want to, but now let's work on that hamburger. So like I said, I'm going to just copy the codes I used on this previous website, right? So it's just the JavaScript code. Remember I explained it from the previous video. So just to copy this code, copy it, then close it, then go back to this. Oh, sorry, close this guy and go back to this one, then paste it over here. Come down so I can see script, right? Paste this guy over here. Oh, sorry, I already copied the script, so paste this guy over here. So this will do everything for me. So when I come back, click on this, you can see it's working. So that's that about this. You can scroll, right? So remember I said I could make the what's it called? The nav have a display, a fixed display, a position of fixed rather. But then I didn't do it, but maybe subsequently another project we might be creating a fixed navbar project. So guys, that's that about the responsiveness of this. You can see when I click, right? Then also, let's see what will happen Notice that this guy is no longer there. So just like what we did on the other project. So I'm just going to, come back here on my CSS, right? And I'll see, remember this was what we do, say at media screen, and when the mean width is 9. Okay, now I will use 1001 pixels, right? And when the mean width is 1001 pixels, right? And say I want to target the nav dot right. Remember the other one, because we use 940, we now use 941 when we're writing this code. So since I use 1000 now, can I use 1001 here? Right? So I'll say I want the display of this to be block, right? And I want it to be important. That's to say to, even if that guy has been removed by JavaScript, this will overwrite what was there. So please take note of that. And when I see it, click on this, click on this, click on this, click on this, go to full screen. Notice that it's still there. Right? Come back to the small screen. Click, click, click this, then this, right? Click. You can see it's working fine. So guys, okay, let me split my screen. So guys, thanks very much for joining me on this video. I hope to see you on the next video. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks very much, guys. Bye for now.